Hey everybody, me again, part two. Okay, so this bench in particular, you can see we've got this big hole in the pedestal. This is the entryway for the speaker wire. This boat originally had speakers, and you can see over there we got a speaker, but the speakers are non-functional, so we're just going to blank off all the holes. And what I like to do is put a piece of tape over. This is like that Gorilla Glue or Gorilla Clear, crystal clear Gorilla tape. It's a waterproof, highly adhesive, and we're just going to cap that hole off before we glue the bench down. And the same thing over here is where the wiring came out of the bench. We're just going to cap that hole off before we put the glue on. And then quickly here I'll show you, we're just going to do a quick. So this is a Bostik 940A glue. That's our preferred glue. The 3M is also a very good glue. So you can see I've done about a 1/4 inch bead from one screw hole to the next screw hole and just beyond a little bit, so we know we've got sealing of those screw holes. We don't want them to rot out again. And over here, one thing we do, we don't put glue all over this pedestal. We just do it in the 4 corners. So we got a little pea size there. We're going to do a little, come on, there we go, little pea size there, and there. And the reason we do that is because when we eventually have to take this seat off in another 5 to 10 years, we don't have to get a razor blade in there and try and pull this stuff off. We just have to cut the 4 corners. And over here, oh Jesus, here we go. Okay, I'm just going to put another. I'm reaching, I don't usually reach, but here we go. Just gonna put another strip of glue there. That's a little messier than I usually do this, but for the purposes of this video. Okay, then I'm just gonna drop that in the saddle. Drop this one in here. So the one thing I wanna emphasize about driving these screws is, you know, stainless steel is a hard metal, but it strips easy, meaning that the Phillips head, the star, will strip easy if you're not careful. And by careful, this is what I mean. I mean, first of all, make sure that you haven't got an old screw and that star in there is intact, fully intact, a brand new screw. Secondly, you want a brand new or a star bit. This is an 8-inch long bit, so we can reach down above the gunnel. You want that to be new or in very good condition, right? If the bit itself is stripped, you're going to strip your screw, and then you're in for a whole lot of hurt. So here we go. Make sure your hole's lined up. Now the important thing here is keep downward pressure all the time, all the way through. The other important thing is don't drive this screw down so that it breaks the seal on the top of the bench. You just want to drive that screw down. If you hear one click on this ratchet drill, you stop, right? Because we're going to finish those by hand. Same thing here. Just like that. If you drive it any harder, it's going to break through the varnish, it's going to break through the stain and the anti-slip, and you're going to expose the wood, and over time that wood will rot. So I'm just going to come around to the other side and show you once again. Give me a second. All right, again, number 2. And all 4 of these screw holes on this bench have the plugs in them. Oh, and that plug unfortunately just pushed right through. So we're gonna have to pull this out. I'm gonna finish this, but we're gonna pull it out quickly and put a bigger plug in. So we have these one size up larger plugs, and we're gonna try that plug in here, and we're gonna try a larger screw, a number 12 screw. But normally I would just, if that held, we would just drive in this second screw here and we'd be done with this bench. All right, I'm not going to show you the procedure to put the larger screw in. These are number 10 by 2.5, and I've got number 12s by 2 inch for these yellow plugs. So if the number 10 plug doesn't fill that hole, if it just pushes through, if there's so much rot in there, we try a bigger one. All right, that's it for today. See you later.